You gotta eat that. I'm not giving you no more. You can look at it. You can look at it all you want. What's up, Snow? Lloyd, Herbo, Benji, Rondo, Lloyd, what's going on? Appreciate that, hon. What's going on, beloveds? Oh, what's going on? Tribe all day. So what's going to get in a reading? Let a few more people come in, hopefully. I got to see something right quick. I had a great, my apologies for being a little late. I had a great conversation with my brother Yogi and Matt, looking at EOTech and all that kind of stuff. I'm not paying $600. $700 for the EOTech. I mean, I can get the ACOG, the under kind of mil spec one for like 3 or 4, but then you got to always keep adjusting. You know, I don't know. Let me look something up right quick. Hard head helmets. If you want to get, for those who want to get a hard head, you know, ballistic. I think the cheapest one you can get is going to be roughly around like three something. You might be able to get it used. But I'm advising you, for those who don't want to donate, and you're sitting on a couple of, you know, C notes, go ahead and get your helmet and at least a level 3, you know, armor plating, light armor carrier, and get a long gun and a short gun. Just make sure it's worth it. I'm thinking about, I was looking at the P20. That thing's pretty sweet. I mean, it's only $569. Then I was looking at my lower. I pick my lower up tomorrow. I got to build it. I'm picking up another lower for another AR build. It's only like $118 for the lower. It's precision. And the kit that I'm gonna put in, I'll have 2, but I think I want to get a cheaper kit, a good trigger, Hellison, but Hellison, excuse me, Hellison of Red Dot. Oh, excuse me. You know the trigger. We just got through talking about all the different acronyms, all kind of stuff, so my head's a little full. But so I'm gonna put the lower together tomorrow, and I'll take it out this weekend and you know, see what's up. Rondo, man, if you get y'all want to come up again, man, let me know. I just picked up about 400 rounds, training rounds, 55 grain. I don't shoot 77 grain. I load that at night. That's, you know what I mean? Wow. See, they never tell, you know, I was thinking, you know, they had me on clonazepam for a long time. You were, I take vitamin D, you're not supposed to take it with clonazepam? Dude. Okay, no, that's good. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Why did you say that? What the fuck is wrong with these people? No, it says no D. It says vitamin D. Okay. They know what they're talking about. Okay, all right, that's cool. Well, let me see. Let me see what it says here. All right, that's cool. I would take it anyway. I mean, within an hour if I had to. Okay. I'm good. But I still don't take, like, if I do take it, I haven't. I just want to make sure that if I take resveratrol, you know, there's certain things that I use that if I was to take it, I don't want to, you know, I'd rather wait 2-3 hours before, you know what I mean? Just wanted to make sure. So we got 7. I don't know why people aren't. I know people want to come over and stuff. You know, some people are kind of spooked and shit and stuff. Excuse me. I don't know why people are spooked, because they believe in a whole lot of make believe, and when something comes along that might be real, oh, boogity, boogity, boogity. You can't make this stuff up. People are so friggin' wow. I'm here to help. Like I said, balance. I don't care about people that don't want to invest time to have an understanding of something. I don't want nobody to believe in nothing. I just want people to listen. And we know that, you know, I'm not giving no energy. We know what they do, but regardless of that, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to sip on it. Okay. Let's get a reading going. I was waiting for at least 10. You know, you get the crazy things coming on, and people run right to the crazy stuff instead of learning something that's very important. You talk about certain things, you express certain things, because, see, this is the world we live in. Because you don't know, or you can't do it, or you haven't tapped into it, I don't believe it. But everybody, I see stuff all the time. I had to turn notifications off. You don't believe in Jesus? I'm like, if you don't get your goofy ass up out of here. You know, with all the information out there, it lets you know those who are researching compared to those who are just stuck in this epitome of whatever foundation the enemy created. And, you know, knowing that the enemy's there, regardless of how they created and stuff, you would think that people would be a little more lucrative. But people sell themselves. People prostitute themselves all the time. You know? And as disturbing as it is what it is. So I don't care about them. I don't. I really don't. Hold on to your Jesus and everything else you've been conditioned to hold on to. If you can't step into yourself, because majority of people can't read, look at what's coming out with TD Jakes. It's all coming out because nothing's going to happen. They're all going to be safe. They're going to be hidden away to carry on their perversions. And some of you that survive, they'll be looking for you. Oh, yeah, I want that one. I remember what that one was saying, and blah, 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 blah. Hold on. You'll be amazed. Hold on, I'm taking my shoes off and I keep the tripod. Actually, balancing on my moccasins. Anyway, there we go. So let me fix that. So anyway, I mean, a lot of y'all wouldn't be surprised, but I'm just saying, most people, they don't believe nothing until after it happens, and then you know how that goes. Then it's too late as far as I'm concerned. Oh well, keep making your weird choices. People running around here, they act like they're all normal and everything, and ain't nothing normal about anything, and you would think that they'd be wise to that. But to be the same people debunking and sitting there a month down the road, and they wonder what car broke down, they don't have enough for extra spare, both tires are busted. Or they get in a sticky situation, arguing and fighting, and then, it's just a continuous self-depravity, So people make choices, right? Okay, we're going to start off with exposing the expositions 1851 and 1915, revised editions. You see how they come in, they look, you have the surfers and stuff, so they're kind of comical. Exposing the expositions 1851 and 1915, revised edition. This is the 2021 from its 2019 by Hadi Mikowski. All right. Remember, that's the court of honor for the Republic. The court of honor, people. Remember what I was reading earlier, right? Articles about how the new states, everything is brand new, and why would that be created at that time period? People think that we're talking about 1700s. No. The 1800s. The latter part. Seriously. Like, World's Fairs were already kicking off when all that happened. This is what I'm saying. They put stuff right in front of everybody to say, you're not going to do anything anyway. Because they know that they made everybody weak. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's go ahead and get into reading because I don't want to be here too long. I didn't eat my salad, and I am kind of hungry, and I'm like, I know I need to eat it because of the magnesium and stuff, because I don't like taking magnesium all the time. I'm not going to take that, 9 times a day. I take 3 pills, and that's it. Take it 9 now. And that's the good one, actually. The good magnesium. Anyway, when we last left off, excuse me, I was going to show you a picture, 1851 of London. This is the London Crystal Palace, which there was one everywhere, even Australia. Okay, I want to see if I can get this close enough so y'all can have a good look. And they didn't know how to build anything. So, again, you know what I mean? But yet they couldn't wait to destroy it to rewrite history. And you better believe somebody was leading them. Okay, somebody was leading them. They didn't do this. They conspired, but they didn't just come up like, they're not phonetically that smart or intelligent. Right now, they are in positions, right? And they didn't create nothing. Are you starting to pay attention? But they have people who they may believe in a whole lot of stuff, like 40-something virgins and all that other stuff, right? Or 7, whatever the number is, right? That they get in very sticky situations. And then you have the people who are hardcore sociopaths, think, who follow along. And you would never know if it's 1 or 1,000,000. You see what I'm saying? But say tribe, but you don't tribe up. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on with the reading here, okay? Now, the great exhibitions of the works of industry of all nations are thankfully shortened to the Great Exhibition, which was held in Hyde Park, London, May 1st to October 15th, 1851. Joseph Paxton, a gardener and greenhouse builder, won the contract to build the main building for the fair and was assisted by railroad builders. What they came up with was a massive glass and iron building that earned the nickname of the Crystal Palace. It was 1,851 feet long. Y'all know how big that is? To correspond with the year of the fair. 450 feet wide and required 900,000 square feet of glass and 3,300 feet in iron columns. He modeled it on the leaf of the African water lily. It is claimed to have been completed in 9 months. Impossible. Do y'all know what it takes to build a home? Any of y'all ever watch people who you follow on who have their homes built because they're pretty lucrative on YouTube? And we're talking about over a year to 2 years. Anyway, but of course, there is no photographic record of this. What we do have is the drawings and photos of the building itself. It was enormous and contained over 13,000 exhibits for the fair, But there was far more. It had Egyptian temples, Babylonian temples, thousands of Roman and Greek statues, concert halls, and giant trees to make you feel as if you were outdoors. It was immense. What I found very interesting was a speech given by Prince Albert in 1851 at a banquet hosted by the mayor of London. Nobody who has paid any attention to the particular features of our present era will doubt for a moment that we are living at a period of most wonderful transition, which tends rapidly to accomplish that great end to which all history points. The realization of the unity of mankind, not a unity which breaks down the limits and levels the peculiar characteristics of the different nations of the earth, but rather a unity, the results and products of these very national varieties and antagonistic qualities. Now, the two parts that strike me most of this excerpt is first to mention that progress comes from national and antagonistic qualities, hence warfare and conquest. Exactly what the British and other European nations were doing at that time. Well, they were killing our people. The second is the mention of the time being a period of transition. I think this is a veiled statement to what was really going on at that time. A transition really was happening worldwide between 1800 and 1900, and seems almost as if 1850 was some sort of marker. So much of any invention now a part of our world somehow has its origins to some finding, inventing, understanding after 1850. Reverse engineering much? And those of us still able to build things? It is amazing once you begin to look for it. The fact that the first fair took place in 1851 is indeed telling for me. It's boggling, isn't it? Oh, seriously, it is. Now, back to the Crystal Palace. An amazing 6 million people, around 1/3 of Britain's entire population at the time, visited the exhibition. Its almost £200,000 profit was used to open the Victorian and Albert Museum, Science Museum, and Natural History Museum, each of course which are housed in gigantic Gothic-looking palaces in an area that became known as Albertopolis. The Crystal Palace was later moved in 1854 to Sydenham Hill in South London. The building was destroyed by fire on 30 November 1936. Oh, you can pull pictures of it. And you know good and well they didn't build it. Look at what they built after it and look at how long it took them. Simple math, people. That will be a recurring theme. Great building built in record time for exhibition, often burned in a fire afterwards. So successful was the Great Exhibition that in England had another one starting May 1st, 1862. But no need to use the Crystal Palace again. Might as well build another giant new building at the Horticultural Society. This one, which covered 23 acres and consisted of 2 immense domes, each larger than St. Peter's. Between the domes was a central avenue to see all the 28,600 exhibits and galleries. Next, when we get into New York. I'm just gonna keep it simple. We don't have to get all provocative about it, right? It's pretty simple, you know what I mean? Benji Nancy, right? Hidden lands beyond Antarctica. Yes, the continuation of Morris's journey between interconnected planets. Nos Confoundum, or Claudio Nocelli. That's our brother in Espanol. Okay. This is the 4th installment, remember. Okay. So we're going to be on chapter 33. Helen Morris responds. Manipulation of the New Humanity. So this is the reflections by Helen Morris, remember. Okay. For the colonizing parasites to turn love into something cold and stereotyped, seems to be without a doubt their great primary mission. to turn it into a mere contract with guidelines to fulfill. It is a path full of pain that is only based on a contractual attachment, that is a purely physical choice, and that is also based on pre-established images. Now, added to the fear of the unknown, in the end, and social alienation is unquestionable. Here, the individual is punished and pressured for so many things that it is almost so difficult to imagine that another life is possible. People have a hard time accepting the fact that I was talking about Tartaria before anybody on YouTube. Look back. For those who know, I've been talking about this over the last some odd teen years or decades. Look at when they started talking about it on YouTube. You hearing about it all talk frivolous about now. Nobody was talking about nothing. No, that's not ego. That's just facts. Pay attention. Don't get so antsy and leave. I know what I'm doing. That's the problem, which is. It is similar to the work life and other aspects of life that you lead here. The system that they have created is so rooted in evil that it is repulsive. They make humans believe that they are this way by nature, when the reality is that humanity would absolutely reject any type of war or conflict. Only that in their minds is the same hostile system that they themselves implanted to carry it forward and make it develop every day without even being detected. This system feeds back to you, and the answer is not to run. Away from it, but to take it from another perspective. From the same silence, the answer is intrinsically connected to be able to collapse in a single instant all the acquired conditioning. You have that capability. This is easier for children because they are not so contaminated. But the reality is that any human born after the last reset can do it, simply in the silence where you have no image of yourself, nor any image from outside, nor from the past, nor try to identify. It is the purest silence that anyone can find. Then from there, you can find a different answer than the one you would find with limited thinking. You would only hit against the walls that the same mind creates every day with infinite negative possibilities. That's finding the cup not even half full, as empty. Hell, I don't think the cup is there. That will lead you to pain, suffering, and mere anxiety. Love is pure nature. It is beyond the observer and the observed, beyond experience or desire. It is behind all that. You simply must get away from the chip you carry in your modern human mind, from the millions of messages you are bombarded with every day, from listen to this, the tragedies you imagine in your mind that may never happen or will happen. You must spontaneously get away from the hatred of the colonizing parasites. They were the ones who molded the new mind of the human because it would be more difficult for you to find the way. The true history of your own past. I understand that all this may be too much to process and may be misinterpreted. Therefore, we will leave it here, and that's just for the time being. I didn't read this already. I didn't read none of this. Okay? Chapter 434, tomorrow we'll be tapping into your reality as assimilation. Okay? I don't believe it. People get a chance of a lifetime. The enemy usually catches you and chop you up and do all kind of weird things. And here y'all are, and you actually have the time because they believe that much in y'all's lividness that you will not accept or believe anything to transition back to your actual stature. It's pretty sad. Now we're gonna get into heaven bearers. Hey, what's up, I am baby girl Slim? Hey, what's going on, lovers? What's going on, y'all? Getting an A chamber. I hope you're all enjoying this. Let's go ahead and carry on. Now, Heaven Bearers, The Great Reset of 1834 and the Mud Flood, Janine Helen. And there she is. Again, I'm always going to show y'all in case you've never seen it. New subscribers, welcome to the tribe. Don't worry, I'm not beating you guys up. So let it grow and have a clear understanding, okay, when I do things, and I appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into this. So y'all remember where we were at because we was left off yesterday. So you know she's all big belly with two, and he's feeling something because he's not supposed to. And we covered who his pappy may be and his mammy, and ain't that something? We have these terms, legitimate. Anyway, let's get into it. Now, the trip is very long, but there is, because she's going to New York. Y'all remember that, right? And he asked her to go, and she was like, of course, who wouldn't? Especially growing up in a youngling home. Do y'all know what that is? Boarding school. Taught who to be, how to be, what to speak. The trip is very long, but there is so much to see, and Malcolm makes it the effort to tell her a little bit about his childhood along the way, which made time pass by faster. She thinks about when she arrived in the Americas almost a year ago, and she can't believe how, because Canada was a part of America, so-called. Can't believe I thrill. Can't believe how much her life has changed since then. She is happy now, happier than she ever was in the Fundling home, despite her circumstances not being that which she ever wanted. Now, when I arrived in New York, I remember seeing this lady's statue with something on her head. I think it is a crown or something like that. She says as she stares out of the window, the Statue of Liberty. That is the Lady of Liberty statue. It was a gift from, when he pauses, and for a moment he tries to think of the right name. It was a gift from France. A lie. France? It is a country in Europe, not from where you come from, he replies softly. You don't have to be so nervous, you know. I won't say anything about what you tell me or what you need to do here, she says and winks at him, then lays her hand softly onto his. Say anything about what? He replies and can't help but notice that she is acting weird and he can't shake it. Who you are going to see. I can sense it on you. Smell it even. She turns her back to him and stares out of the window and watches everything as they pass by. Listen to this again. Say anything about what? He replies and can't help but notice that she is acting weird and he can't shake it. And she says, that wasn't Malcolm saying this. Who you are going to see, I can sense it on you. Smell it even. She turns her back to him and stares out of the window and watches everything as they pass by. They arrive in New York and he drops her off at the hotel. Get some rest for all three of you. He kisses her on the cheek and walks 2 blocks to meet with Azrael. He is wearing a navy blue suit with silver buttons and brown leather shoes. He sits with his left hand placed on the table, and he is wearing a chunky gold ring on his ring finger. It signifies his importance to the brotherhood. Each heaven bearer wears one. Malcolm, he says, and takes a long drag of his cigar. He blows the smoke out slowly and watches the smoke dissipate as it mixes with the air. He checks his gold watch and grins arrogantly. You are 30 seconds late. What did I teach you about always being on time, punctual? Malcolm ignores him and pulls out a folder containing the information he is here to discuss with him and sits down. Azrael watches him carefully and puts out his cigar. You smell of her, that Tartarian wife of yours. Azrael pulls a disgusted face. I brought her with me, Malcolm says. He replies in a nonchalant manner and doesn't make eye contact with him. He starts going through the numbers on the page in front of him in an orderly fashion, and there is no more small talk. They discuss a few things related to the purported buildings, and how many humans were born in total over the last year in North America. This is not enough. He snaps and slams his hand hard on the table. The glasses bounce and clink against each other, but no one stares, not here. His voice is rough and very deep. He is clearly angry and on edge. We need more progress, Malcolm. We need at least 5 times this rate. He pauses for a moment and starts to lick his lips incessantly. We need to change the policy. This isn't working as efficiently as we planned. I will have to give it some thought. He finally replies and signals that he wants another drink. He sips his cognac and stares at Malcolm's face. You remind me of that thing, especially in moments like this. The girl is making you soft. Remember what she is. She is a means to an end. After the baby is born, get rid of her, he orders and lights another cigar. Malcolm shakes his head in agreement and decides not to ask him about the odd things that have happened over the last few days with Bonnie. I will figure it out myself, he tells himself, and blocks the thought immediately. How is the World Fair coming along? Malcolm inquires and tries to change the subject. It is coming slowly. We hit a snag in the official story, but we have figured out a way to plug a few holes. We might even have electricity by the end of the month. Some of these humans are intelligent enough to figure it out. It just takes a little bit longer. It isn't free like I hoped. So the profit margin isn't as big, but we have time to figure that all out. We need electricity, and we can charge a fair penny for that. And it will create more industry. You just make sure these Tartarians have more babies. We need more workers, he snaps and orders another drink. Malcolm orders one too and finishes it in one greedy gulp. Azrael's tone is harsh, and it is in that moment that Malcolm realizes just how much more like the Tartarians he actually is. They go through the last few figures, and Malcolm explains how well the creation of the religion has worked. This is good. I hear this has caught on well in South America and Europe too. I have commissioned a few men to write more stories for the book. As we have discussed, it will give these useless and pathetic humans something to believe in and keep them docile and willing to work. Azrael sits back in his chair with a cigar in his mouth and is enjoying the moment. Religion was one of the harder aspects to achieve. That and the purposing of some of the buildings. Now, Decimera mentioned the trouble they had with that virus that killed all the newborns yet? Malcolm asks and closes the folder that he had brought with him. She mentioned it, but has assured me that she has it under control. Is it under control, Malcolm? I am not sure. I am having someone look into it as we speak. I don't think she is telling us the whole story. Truth is, I am worried. I have noticed the trend that some Tartarians, well, they don't mix well with some of the Phoenicians, genetically speaking, that is. Oh, what have you heard? He asks, and his ears pricks up. This news surprises him. Azrael, that is. There have been major deformities. Some babies are born without vital organs, limbs, that sort of thing. It is happening more often, and I see it becoming a problem for us in the future. Also, it means less healthy humans to be put to work, which slows down your plans, Azrael. Azrael knows he is right. We need to isolate these cases then and get rid of that genetic pool. From the Phoenician side, quietly, understand. Malcolm nods his head and is reminded that he is his father's son. He knows him dealing with it. He knows will mean he will have to put to death over 1,000 Phoenicians in the next month, and he feels nothing, no shame and no guilt. He thinks about letting her go in a few months' time, and he feels that pain again. He shakes it off immediately. Why does her leaving hurt him? But killing his own kind, not. He immediately wipes the thought from his mind before Azrael picks up on it. He knows he is Azrael's right-hand man, but that is all. There is no other allegiance or family bond, and if he gets in his way or falls for the Tartarian girl, he will put to death without a second thought, the both of them. Now, everyone serves a certain purpose, and once that purpose is fulfilled, you get rid of that person. This is Azrael's model, and Malcolm knows to never forget it. And you're dealing with that now with these idiots who boule. It doesn't matter. They will get rid of all of these dummies. Excuse me. That reminds me. Once the report about the deformed babies comes through, you will need to have a word with Samira. We both know I am no match for her, especially on her own territory, and she will never allow me to do what needs to be done, at least not without a little push from your side. I will handle Samira. You make sure to handle things diligently on your end. No mistakes. We can't afford to have things go wrong, Malcolm. His eyes wander to the corner of the room, and he excuses himself and leaves. The meeting went well. Azrael was his usual self, and he is very glad that he has his support regarding the problem with Samira. He is usually protective of her in his own strange way, but he understands that this needs to be done in order to achieve their goals. I'm going to save the other part for tomorrow. It's going to start getting really. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to start getting really good. Really, really good. For those who remember the reading, you know what I'm talking about. Miss Bonnie is a handful. Malcolm himself as well. But it gets a little more in depth. I mean, there's enough explanations going on to what's going on and who is who and what. The thing is, it will grow. It's like an anus fissure. You know, not from anal sex, but the fissure, the tear you get in your little butthole because your thyroids or your glands. Anyway, this is like a big fissure that's going to happen. Azrael is going to witness something. But what? We will pick that up tomorrow. What was that? Hey, Scott, what's going on, below? Big Pontiac, greetings, man. I like your last couple of videos, brother. I always check everybody's stuff. And chamber, silent room, Patterson, lemonade sound. Yes, like in recording studios. Thank you, honey. Malcolm is nosy as hell. He's very... Well, no, he's part of the... When he finds out who his father is, you got to remember his mother was murdered. He's Phoenician, right? Is he? He's Phoenician, but he's half... Anyway, we'll get to all that. But Bonnie is the one you should be paying attention to. Remember the other two books I just read? What was taken over? And the one before that? As far as the parasites and what they've done, how they've changed things, the adaptations, buildings taken over, religion, something that is not of this land, but comes as nothing is new, but how it's made up. It's a prelude of what was and what's to come. It's destructive. Remember I was reading the book, the Custodian book, when I have the other one that's got even more information. I'm not reading that right yet, but the thing is, it gets... There's like a little bistro, a little, you know what I mean? But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming in. Just share it. I share everybody's, I do my best I can on all the platforms I can. And yeah, so donations are still open. Somebody, I can't show you on here. I can only show you here. Somebody got a glimpse at my account, and it was like, I was like, man, why are you looking over my shoulder, bro? He's like, bro. It's like, bro, what? What you gonna buy a house? You gonna get a truck? It's not about that. This stuff, right now, it's penny. It's all worthless. Since 1971. I mean, come on. So let's get the donations. Let's get the rest of these friggin' Let's get the rest of these books, guys. I'm gonna order 2 books right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it while we're sitting here. It's 40 minutes. Let's see if I can do it pretty quick. I'll tell you which ones they are. Okay. So I'm gonna order this right now. Sign in. Sign in. Come on, bro. Sign in. I'm sorry, y'all gotta sign in for this. I don't know why I'm not signed in. I don't know why does it keep doing that. Keep me signed in, you monkey. Excuse my language. Okay. Bye. This is a book to go with like the 15 giant books I have. Okay. Okay. I'm buying this right now because and I'm gonna show you the books I'm buying. Okay, it's so slow. What's going on with the internet? Okay, so order place, and this is the one I purchased, Giants Ancient Earth. Okay, all right. No, let me get the other one. Okay. Oh, dude, where's that? Oh, there we go. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do right now because I was looking at them earlier. Because I think it's important to have some of these books. Okay. But this one right here, you may want to purchase it. All right. And then it's about $16. And this is the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Tartan, a complete history and visual guide to over 400 famous tartans. Now, why am I getting this book? Because I enjoy dismissing the lies, how they have rewrote things, and that is what I do. Okay? Mm-hmm. It has to be ordered from a different place. My apologies. Okay. So I'm going to get a very good used one. Okay. Let me pull it up. It'll be here January 11th. No, we want sooner than that. Okay, let's get this one. Very good. It's used. So, all right. Let's go ahead and pop that out. Now, I want to order it right now. So I have to go to all those damn books. Okay. Just one fool. This is weird how I have to do this. This sucks. I have like 4 books on numerology, which are very important because we have those people that get into all those different things, which I don't really care about. But sometimes you have to read about things in order for people to have a clear understanding. Okay. Pioneers of France in the New World. No. How is it doing this? I have so many damn books, y'all. Come on. Okay. Almost. No, I already have that book. Why has it never got that there? Okay. I think the internet's acting up, like acting real retarded right now, y'all. Damn, that says 469. That's wrong. Where's that? Oh. I was actually going to purchase a few more books, guys. No, I'm just going to get the one that I put up there. God damn it. Okay, because this is ridiculous. Donate. I'm going to show you what I'm purchasing. I'm actually going to purchase some of the books. I just feel it. I should. Okay. So right now I'm going to spend exactly. I'm taking 100, which is already over there, and I'm going to spend 124. Okay? I don't want your $80 gift card. So let's go ahead and check this out. Okay. Got the right card. All right, proceed to checkout. Place order. And that's estimated tax to be collected, $20.34. Place order. There they all are. And that's not all the books, y'all. So these will be coming in December 29th, January 3rd, 8th. That one's in there. It's purchased, and it'll come amongst when it's ready. And I went ahead and paid for it because I believe that it's important. So it's ordered, and that's the Constitution of the Confederate States of America, the hardcover. So arrives after Christmas. Okay? Wow. Wow. I really want to read that one to y'all too. It's ordered. It'll come. It's going to be after Christmas, so we're looking at January sometime around 13, 14, maybe 15. I went to see if 2 more books would have arrived as it's supposed to today, and they weren't there. So I met Ashton over there, and he had a package. Yogi had a package supposed to have been delivered yesterday. It wasn't there, and it wasn't there today. So whatever's going on. So it's 14 books. Okay. So that was I grabbed the cheapest of them, and plus the 2 that I just selected on there. And what are the 2 books? Oh, my apologies. So let me. I gotta show one at a time. Because that's how I was going to do it. So, Birthright, the coming post-human apocalypse and the usurpation of Adam's dominion on planet Earth. Are you paying attention? So that's coming. It's already ordered. Oh, it's right there. Okay? And then the other one right beside it, because I find it very important. It's intriguing, not just important, but it's intriguing. And this is, has the tribulation begun, avoiding confusion and the redeeming of the time in these last days. And why did I get it? Based upon its conscription. Because they tell on themselves. Sometimes you have to look at a PDF or look at what's the storyline, and when you read the reviews. I always look at the reviews. And then when I do look at the reviews, I look at people who may be prominent. Like, I'm always asked, did I write this when I was in college? And I wrote a lot of theses and stuff when I was in college. And they all, yeah. And there are people who utilize them for studies. So that's what I do. So there we go. Okay. I would want to order the rest, but hey, you guys, hey. All right. So I appreciate you guys. We're at 51 minutes. I want to keep it under an hour. I appreciate y'all. And I will, as they roll in, I will share them. All right. And I was thinking about making a wish list, but I don't do holidays yet. Things are about to get bad. So I don't want to give that no energy. Hey, JB, what's going on, man? Who's all over there? James, but hey, what's going on? What's going on? Halito. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. I really do. Anyway, let me go ahead and shut it down. I'm going to go make a salad. Let me finish drinking this because I got this for information and all that stuff. I was thinking about making another, that my beautiful baby's chrysanthemum teas are so delicious, y'all. In case you're wondering. Okay, it's a little over a teaspoon every day, once a day, and it really helps. So I'm gonna make me a fat salad. I have sardines, but I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up with the tuna and make his puree to put in a little container to squeeze out on his thing for a treat. And yeah, big old salad. And I can't wait to get some more healthy mushrooms. I'm thinking about going Flagstaff tomorrow, guys, and picking up some over the Sprouts. So if I go there, I'm gonna go live. I know a lot of ladies there, and they're pretty cool, and it helps with the business. I'll go live and show you some of the stuff they have there, and then fries is not as it's not all that great. I don't think. I'm not big on Kroger, or whatever. I don't like them. You know why. And they have the place that has some of the best sea moss, real sea moss coming from Ireland and Jamaica. It's what's called farms. It's got the big cow up there, but it's all the natural farmers that are around it who don't like the government. So it's all fresh, everything. All right. And so if I go tomorrow at 8 a.m., I wish Rondo I wish you guys were here, man. And Ronnie can tell you it's a good time. When we go out, even he almost met one of my people. We met somebody else because my boy lost his girl and he went bonkers, and it was a good time. And there's many more people I like to introduce him to and other things over there to see. But I showed him the mountain with the PP snow, where the ski resort is, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Again, appreciate you guys. Never scripted, always real. And I hope you all got something out of that reading. Let it soak in. Especially the one this morning, this AM, by William Cooper. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. It's nothing but love. I know everybody wants this t-shirt, right? I mean, a sweatshirt. You can't have it. You need to be a gunfighter. All right? So come and get gunfighting capable. All right? My beloved sisters, my queens, goddesses, my brothers, the warriors, my soldiers. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Who are you? Right? 300. All right, the gods. That's right. We can use those etymologies because it doesn't mean nothing greater than us. And nothing but respect. All right? Appreciate you all, really do. See y'all tomorrow morning.